Welcome to the Big Idea Final 12 reveal. I'm Presscote Stokes III with business reporter Jennifer Larino, and we are live in the NOLA.com webcast studio on the top floor of Canal Place. And not far from here at New Orleans Entrepreneur Week, 22 innovators and their supporters are anxiously awaiting the results of the Big Idea competition that voting began on February 24th.
NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune, in partnership with Idea Village, is the official voting platform for the Big Idea competition. After 4 weeks of polling at NOLA.com/Big Idea, 12 top vote getters have earned the right to compete for a $25,000 prize at Friday's Big Idea Pitch Extravaganza on Fulton Street.
And we had a total of 47,526 votes casted. I'm going to announce the final 12 finalists in order, beginning with the startup that received the most votes. And Jennifer, she'll tell you a little bit about each company and the people who run it. So let's cut the suspense and let's take it from the top. So our very first company is going to be XOSIM Technologies. They came in first with 8,789 votes. Now, we have two guys, Lowry Curley and Michael J. Moore. Nerve on a chip.
Right.
Tell us about that, Jennifer.
So these are basically two Tulane University researchers who developed a bioengineered 3D model of a nerve, the so-called nerve on a chip. And this is to help researchers quickly pinpoint whether prescription drug treatments carry toxic effects on people. And this, they're saying, has a particular use for cancer research. The use of this model could reduce the cost and time it takes to ensure a prescription drug is working, and it also reduces the need of animal and human testing. So it's pretty interesting.
That's a very big thing, and reducing the time, because it usually takes a long time to develop
10
drugs,
to 15 years, apparently.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So if that could be shortened, that's a good thing for patients.
All right. So we're going to move to our second finalists. They came in second place, Hype Academy. Now this deals with education. They had 6,228 votes. Ariane Craig Jola and Joshua Jola. They have a homeschool, tutoring, and educational resource center, and it's based in New Orleans East. That's nice.
Right, yeah. So basically, like you said, this is a homeschool and tutoring resource center in Eastern New Orleans. A former teacher started it. She taught and saw there were places where kids were falling through the cracks, essentially. You know, they were learning how to read chapters before they had really gotten phonetics down and reading individual words and whatnot. So she developed this tutoring resource center to help bring kids on track and help those who are being left behind. So this is her contribution.
Nice. Yeah, any additive to help our young kids within the school system get extra help.
Right.
Because
it's very hard for teachers in a classroom to have that individual attention. So those outside resources are good.
And so we're going to switch gears a little bit, because contestant number 3 kind of has something that embodies what the city has: music, dance, and dance. Passion Dance Center came in third place with 6,131 votes. And this is a business that's started by Tamika Jett, who is a LSU alum, and her school for elite dances and other performing artists. And it has about 50 students, right?
Right, yeah. What sets this performing arts school, essentially, and dance school apart from others is she's saying she wants to make it more like a New York, LA type of dance school, in that it's high-level training, so master classes for master dancers. And also, once you take those classes, you're connected to job opportunities, and it translates directly into gigs. And she says she's seeing results from her dancers already, where they're in music videos, they're in film, you know, and that's translating. So that's what she thinks sets her apart.
That's nice. When one of the students got to dance with Beyonce, so
Beyonce,
Beyonce, right? Queen Bee. So that's awesome.
Can't beat that.
Right. So let's go to number 4. Cook me something, Mr. Jambalaya girl.
Yeah.
With a jambalaya earrings and everything. No, she has forks, green forks. I'm sorry.
Yellow forks.
All right, so this is Kristen Pro Moore. She had 2,655 votes. And so this is easy to fix jambalaya and gumbo made with all New Orleans ingredients.
Right, yeah. So Kristen Pro Moore, also known as Jambalaya Girl with her cute little fork earrings, took her dad's recipe and essentially launched this business that's doing really well now. Her jambalaya rice mix, she also has a gumbo mix, is distributed across the Gulf Coast, and she wants to take it national, international. Interestingly, an Australian store has already picked up her product, so it's already sold in Australia. So
Jambalaya
she wants
and
to go
gumbo
back there and see if she could.
Down under.
Right.
They give me some jambalaya down under.
Right.
Nice. All right. So, and actually, 4 and 5 was heated. We were watching this
Oh my
for like the last 10 minutes, and they
Right.
were like flip-flopping.
Down to the
Jambalaya
wire.
Girl. And number 5 is Greenman Dan. He had 2,652 votes. Dan Johnson started this business, and this is a landscaping system that harvests rainwater to reduce flooding.
Right, right. So we've all seen the giant tubs outside of Home Depot or a grocery store that are those rainwater cisterns. He's kind of taking it a step further, saying, you know, let's take rainwater and build these underground cisterns that can hold 1,000 gallons of water that you can use, you know, to water your garden or for whatever use, cut down your water bill, and also reduce flooding in your neighborhood, which is something I think a lot of people in New Orleans have
Yes.
experienced. So
Yes.
very interesting idea.
And that's a good idea because we're the 3rd rainiest city.
There you
64
go.
inches per year. A little
Tell me things I
footnote.
didn't know.
All right. So number 6 is Aurra Estuaries. 2,536 votes. Tyler Ortego. And this guy's using one of my favorite things, oysters. He's going oysteries into coastal protection infrastructure.
Right. So Tyler is actually someone who was in the water challenge last year, so he's a familiar name. But his idea is one I think any Louisianian can appreciate. He's calling these Legos, these giant concrete Legos. They're much larger. They're about this yay big, and they're just giant concrete circles where oysters are attaching. You kind of put them in a row, oysters grow in them, and they create these reefs, thereby protecting the shoreline.
Wow.
So he's kind of got this dual dynamic of coastal protection and shoreline restoration with harvesting oysters, which is a win-win.
Nice. Putting oysters to
That's it.
work.
Right.
See that? Helping rebuild the coast. All right, so number 7 is Earth Prime. 2,127 votes. Now these are three guys: Sam Skydell, Henry Clay Ducanay, and Justin Workman. And they have a recirculating hydroponic system for home growing fresh produce. I know that sounds complicated, but it's not, right?
It's a lot of big words, right? It's a lot of big words. But basically, one of the founders worked for one of the local grocery stores that had a hydroponic system on their rooftop, got really interested in it and realized there's only commercial versions of this. You can't buy smaller scale residential. So that's exactly what they went ahead and did. They did smaller scale residential. You could put this in the back of your little portico if you have an apartment or whatever and grow veggies on your backyard.
Grow
cool.
garnishes and veggies. Garnish my drinks. Come right off the back porch with the garnishes.
He's already got ideas.
Look,
He's got ideas.
I'm ready. All right. Number 8 was True School Studio with 2,011 votes. Amy Vreeland, a former algebra teacher here in New Orleans, right? So kind of tell me a little bit about this. This is research and design for innovative classrooms.
Yeah, this one's a little interesting. It's harder to put into words, right? It's more conceptual. Basically, Amy Vreeland saw during her time as a teacher that educators tend to have the ideas, you know, they're on the ground, they have the ideas to make things better, you know, and it's basically making that conduit to get those ideas out and heard. And her research group and design group is basically doing that, connecting more of the on-the-ground ideas to a conduit to make that happen.
Nice. All right. And have you ever lost a sock before?
I have. I think I'm losing one right now.
Right. Segue into number 9, the sock spot. Right in that sweet, the sock spot. Now, the sock spot had 1,944 votes. Neil Pearson and Jan Pearson. So this is a book toy combo that helps kids and parents need this, keep track of socks.
Right.
I need this in my house.
So little known fact, A family of 4 loses up to 60 pairs of socks every year.
No.
Chew on that
Stop
one there.
Are you serious? I've lost a few.
That's what the Pearsons told me.
Okay.
So this is a big book-toy combo, like you said, that helps kids and parents keep track of those lost socks. It features like a little magnet clip that you can clip onto a dryer and then hang the lost pair, you know, until it finds its partner and is reunited. So it's kind of like this game.
Some of my partners
Right.
have yet to be found. I'm just
They'll be
being
clipped
honest.
for a long time. Is that what you're saying?
All right. So number 10 is Young Scholars. This is another education idea.
Lots of
They had
education.
1,654 votes. And Ty Selvin, education enrichment program for families who homeschool. So this is a problem that some people may not even know exists for students who do homeschool, right?
Right. So Ty Salvin is basically this local mother who's homeschooled all 5 of her children. And basically what she realized when she started homeschooling her first child is he would get to a certain point and the curriculum would say, okay, they need to stop here and wait till they're a certain age to move on. And she was saying, no, I want to move forward. So basically, she developed her own curriculum and an accelerated curriculum, and also has developed this group where parents can get together, parents who homeschool, and co-teach on certain points of the week, and homeschool families can interact.
Right, that's nice. Don't put the brakes on children who are ahead of the curve.
If they want to go, they want to go. Let them go.
All right. So number 11, we're getting close. We're getting close to the end. Number 11.
This is where the competition really
Yeah,
goes, right? The
it gets
end,
tight.
Yeah.
Welcome to college.
Welcome to college.
We've all heard that, you know, like walking through the doors, right? 1,562 votes. This is a business by Justin Baer. Now, he wants to maximize the impact of college tours with this business, right?
Right. So I know we were talking earlier, and we haven't gone on a college tour, but this is a lot of the way that a lot of people, college-bound students, experience or get their first taste of a college campus. So Justin Baer's worked in higher education through admissions and in fundraising for a decade, and he saw this as a real pain point for colleges. They just weren't maximizing the tour. They were too fact-driven and didn't have enough personality in them. And so what he's doing is he's putting together this program where he trains not only student tour guides, but colleges essentially on putting together a tour guide program, a tour program that really maximizes what students are looking for, that personal touch.
So that's nice, because whenever you go onto a campus, the stories from students are really what's going to let you know what campus life is going to be like once you get there.
That's why a lot of people go where their friends go, you know. But he's trying to translate that, you know, into this is where my friends went, but more. This is what this person said. Yeah.
All right, and the final spot, a little bit of a drum roll, huh? Number 12, CAD printing.
Made it in there.
CAD printing made it in with 1,266 votes. This is a business by John Williamson for customized design for printing garments, signs, banners, and this idea, which I thought was interesting to a place like New Orleans where people walk around the French Quarter a lot. He wants to put signs on the ground, on the concrete.
Yeah, so John Williamson Jr., he founded this company after he got out of the Army. He came back to New Orleans, and it's just taken off since. It's snowballed. He started with t-shirt printing and moved on from there, and now he went on and got this big tour bus that has a whole print shop inside, and he goes to festivals and like prints t-shirts at the festival, and now he wants to go that next step, which is basically taking adhesive graphics and laying them on, doing sidewalk displays when there's events in town, say like another Super Bowl, hopefully that we get, or another event, just getting restaurants in the French Quarter that want to direct tourists to a certain place. So he sees a lot of applications there and thinks it might be useful here.
That's nice, because you can kind of, it makes your trip here or any other place a lot simpler, right? Because you can just look down as you're walking. You probably don't even have to look at your phone, right? Because everybody is stuck walking with the phone and the map.
If I were a restaurant or a hotel and I saw that I'd be appealed, yeah.
Yeah, nice. So that is going to wrap up the Big 12 reveal. Congratulations to all those businesses and all of those people with great ideas. So I want to say thank you to Jennifer.
Thank you.
For being great and giving us wonderful information about those companies. And I want to say thanks to the Idea Village, New Orleans Entrepreneur Week, and 22 New Orleans area innovators who participated in this competition. You can see the final 12 make their pitches in person and vote for your favorite Friday starting at 5 p.m. And for more information, including how to buy tickets to the event, you can go to www.noew.org.
And be sure to check back regularly with us all week at NOLA.com, where my colleagues Catherine Sayer, Jed Lipinski, and I will be posting stories, photos, and video from New Orleans Entrepreneur Week, including the winner of Big Idea 2015.
Awesome. $25,000. It's a lot of money. That's not a little bit of change. All right. So thank you. And for Jennifer Larino, myself, and the whole NOLA.com and the Times-Picayune business team, I'm Prescott Stokes III. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.